welcome back to the Team Him channel. We're here with the wizard of the team, Mr. Nelson.
What's up?
He's going to be showing us his Luard premium deck profile that he's working with currently. Definitely expect this man to be playing Luard at the Houston Regionals, happening November 4th and 5th, if my dates are right. And with that being said, Nelson, take it away, buddy.
All right. So first off, we got the starter route. Average starter, draw if you go second, or if your opponent's grade 1 or greater, quick shield, standard, just super good. Then I'll go into the grade 3s. So first off, got 3 drag falls. I run 3 drag falls just because I like stride for free, and honestly, I like his stride skill a lot better. It's more consistent than the drag heart G version, because you don't have to retire anything, and it's just a free call. And if it has a ritual ability, you retire to some your opponent's rear guard in the exact same column. So say you go into a certain matchup where there's a pesky grade 2 or pesky grade 3 you want to get rid of, just nuke that real quick. Run 2 of Ildana. What Ildana does, if you're at grade 1, you discard this card, you reveal the top 10 cards. Reveal 2 or more grade 1s, you add a grade 2 or greater to hand, and then its Vanguard rear guard ability, when it attacks, you count +1, retire 2 other rear guards, you draw 2 cards, and then if it's on Vanguards, for every grade 1 in your drop, +5. This card is so good. I love this card. I was thinking about bumping it to 3, but I found that 2 is the perfect number for some reason. But honestly, early game, this is such a good card. Especially when you go into the Claret stride, that you draw so much hand advantage throughout this card. Love it. And plus a great one to drop and the deck. Ooh, Dagda go crazy. Then we run 1 of the Claret. I was thinking about bumping up this one up to 2, but I think 1 is okay. You see it, you don't. Won't really hurt. Due to the fact that we search so much. So honestly, I just don't know the ratios. Right now, 1 seems to be working, but the skills are GB2, retire 2, and it gains 10k in a crit for the end of the turn. I don't care about that. The second, it's the on stride, which is the count +1. You search your deck for a grade 1 or less, call it the rear, and it gains +2. That is so good because you can do it with Karen, and then it gains additional +5 off its own, gain 3, so it's an additional +5. So it's a 13k beat stick already going into its the history stride. Such a good starter for the turn. But those are the grade 3s. Moving on to grade 2s. I run the D Blaster Dark, which is on place, Vanguard rear guard, count +1, retire 1 of your other rear guards, and you retires 1 of your opponent's rear guards, and it gains a drive. This is so much more consistent than the V version. The V version requires your opponent to have no rear guards, while the D says it doesn't matter. So that's just me. With the main going into you still get the superior search, right? Where you can add Blaster Dark into the hand when you're at grade 1. So you have the guaranteed grade 2 turn. So it's a guaranteed pretty much twin drive. Because most people, they will damage deny you, but at the same time, you can still build a decent board if they don't, because the main will search and something else if you don't kill it or go off like that. Then I run 2 Leofall. Leofall on place, count +1, search your deck for grade 1, and call it to open rear guard. Love this. Such a consistent, you say you're missing in the main, search in the main, missing some painkiller, search the painkiller. Whatever you're missing, this will search it for you. And honestly, it's really, if you missed the Blaster Dark ride, there's a good ride target as well. Then I run 2 Dagda. No, don't hate me. I know most people want the 3 Dagda, right? But 2 is perfect number, perfect ratio in this deck. The two of everything is honestly what makes the deck more consistent in my favor. That's what I've seen. If I were to up any ratios up, I wouldn't see certain combo pieces at certain times, or I would see more of this and then not have anything else. Having 2 of everything just makes it consistent. But everybody knows what Dagda does. Everybody hates this card. I love this card. How I get Blaster Dark. That's all it does. Then I run 1D in the main. skills are, if during my turn if I have a blaster, Vanguard +5, and then when it's on place, if I only have a one clan, which is Shadow Paladin, Clan Blast 1, I'll put a card from my Hands of Soul and draw 2. This is just a good card to get more soul and hand advantage. Love it. Love that card. Alright. Now, onto grade 1s. 2 of the V Vanwin. Just to search, just a little searcher for a grade 3. So I can search my Heal Guardians, or I can search for a Claret, or I can search for a Claret. Hoping for the Claret.
This man loves his Claret sword.
Then of course, the original Brandwin. This is why the Claret sword is at 1, because we have the original Brandwin. I was thinking about bumping her up to 1 more, but I don't know what to take out. But right now, she's good at 1. Got baby girl right here, the main dot deck. The same Morfessa dot deck. This deck don't work without the main. I don't know why people say Morfessa, but it's the main. The main is bae. That's all I gotta say. Then for me, my personal spicy tech is 2 Formanch. So from in hand, active ability, you can discard this card and rest 1 rearguard with the ritual ability and draw a card. That alone already builds up ritual, and then you plus off of it. But the GB2 is what I really care about, which is the ritual 5. If I have a grade 4 with Luard, and its card name, it gains 7k and resist. The 7k and resist alone is crazy, especially against Norakami, because the fact that they can't really touch this and it's swinging big numbers on a Morfessa turn, like without force markers, that is just 20. That's 29, right? That's magic numbers that they probably had to draw a PG, which is an extra card, plus off of the already guard restrict. It's just a super consistent card. I only run it at 2 because I want to run other grade 1s, you know? I can't have a whole deck of this, unfortunately, because we're capped at 4. And now I run 2 painkillers. This card is busted.
Legend.
This card is ritual 2 automatically. This card is amazing. Why would you not run it? I run 2 Karen. I only run 2 because I have other ways to countercharge in the deck, and I was with a cycle Karen. But honestly, that's all he's there for. Just a little countercharger. Aha. Honestly. I'll say no more.
But only 1?
I play Luard. I'm gonna get my Honolly.
Enough said.
I heal it, it's gonna go right back. I will get my Honolly.
But are there ever moments where you'd want to run 2
No.
needs? No? The 1 is fine for you?
If I have more, then everything else is dead. I feel like. I feel like if you're relying too much on the Honolly, you will lose so much other value in other cards that I personally play. Okay. Going into my next grade 1, I run 1 of the Abyssal Owl.
Ooh, nice transition.
Because 1, if I don't have my Luard, I can search my Luard, top 7, right? Since my drag falls at 3, I have a higher chance of seeing it. And not even that, it's also a counter charger if I'm retiring it for a cost with my Vanguard Luard. And it counts, so I have, and it counts as well for the ritual count. If I have 2 in the drop, then boom, ritual.
No.
And then there's my other counter charger, because all we do is retire as well. So his ritual 3 is when it's retired, put it into soul and counter charge 1, but it has to be retired with a card with the ritual ability. So it's only really good with Morfessa or Jagabis, but mainly against really good with Morfessa, because it's a little 2-piece, you know. So that's counter charge 2 off of 2 retires. Such a good card, good combo. And then we also, if you're not playing this in premium, I don't know what are you doing. It literally says triple drive ability. Hello? I have to say no more about this.
Understood.
And of course, me personally, love this card. It's free PGs. Like, most people are more like, you know, they want to hold on to their PGs for as long as possible. Me, I don't really care because Ezra's gonna go back to my hand and it's gonna go back to my deck. So I'm gonna search it right back out and I'm just gonna cycle it. You're saying, But I know you agree.
I cannot disagree with you.
It's just so consistent in the build, making sure the drop stays at the ritual count you need it to be, as well as just getting a PG back to your hand. Nothing more to be said about this.
Yep.
But on to the trigger count. This is where stuff gets a little spicy.
Oh.
So me personally, I run 3 owls. Why 3 owls and not 4? Or owls at all? Because 1, I like to draw. I like to draw a lot. 2, I like it when my owls, my critical triggers go back to my deck. Right? Plus, honestly, that's it. It goes back and I draw. Like, what more can I ask for?
Well, quick question on it. Does the 5k power that it gives sometimes, backfire? Or you don't really care for that?
I don't really care.
Okay.
On most of the time, my cards are being boosted by other card abilities. Like Drag Abyss is being boosted by great ones in the drop already. So having the crits honestly just for the crit. It's an extra damage. That's what people are scared of because crits win games.
Yep.
But the 5k, honestly, people forget about 5ks. 5ks are very people see it as man, 5ks are too weak. But a 5k trigger could make or break it as well. But I love it. Then I run 2 of Tober Mage Cafe, which is the Claret crit in the history. Honestly, because when you damage it, it's a draw trigger, just like in Vanguard 0, RIP. And other than that, I don't really use it for anything else. It's a 15k shield now and 10k power, so just a better off crit. Then I also run the Stride crit. So for crit count, it is a total of 7 crits. Yeah, the Stride crit, it's for striding, and then Morfesto would make it into a grade 1. Why would you not run it? The other crit is the Soul plus 10 and a draw. I personally don't like that one. That one just kind of iffy.
Yeah,
I just don't see a point in running it.
Especially with the new crits out now.
Absolutely. The draw me cards, sure, but is it a draw trigger? No.
Exactly.
Now, on to my favorite card, Solitaire.
Yes, the nickname Raven.
Solitaire. According to my teammate Ronald, this card makes me go into my turns for about 40 minutes, mainly because I'm shuffling back my cards because I'm trying to deck thin by deck winning, everybody knows the saying, because how it works is you call it, you rest it, you put it back in the deck, you shuffle, you reveal, you look at the top 2, and then you call up to 2 in the rest of the position. So you can call cards that you want to retire, cards you want to keep on board to say you hit another stand trigger, maybe you want to go into another attack. Because normally what I do, on the off chance that I don't have my Dagda, I'll search it off of this, hope to make off a stand, so my Dagda pops off. But on the times it doesn't happen, I know my stands are in my deck and then chilling. Ban it. Then we got our heal triggers. So I run 3 Heal Guardians. Heal Guardians are so good. This was a good mechanic. Good job, Bushy Road. Ban it. Honestly, Heal Guardians, there is too much to be said about this. I run it at 3 because I like running the one of the G Guard one, where I say I don't have my counter charge or I'm missing cards in my soul. I am able to do it off of this. So honestly, that's why I run it at 1. Kind of still playtesting around this because I might bump this up, because on the off chance that I played a game recently where this came up where I needed to see either this, and that low-key cost me the game. Like, it's honestly kind of crazy. But on the off chance that this one does pop off, so good. So good. That's why it's that one. But on to the G Zone. I play 2 Morfessas. I only play 2 and not 3 because I'm not a degenerate. I like it at 2. Everybody I've seen plays it at 3. For some reason, it is at 3. I need it at 2. I'll go, they're alive. I'll go, if it doesn't kill them, well, then I'm going to something else. Because at that point, my deck is only triggers, and all of my grade 1s are out or some shenanigans. Because this card is stupid. If you don't know what Mephisto does, I'm not going to tell you. Because this is, like, it's Morfessa. That's all I have to say. I'm sorry.
This guy.
I run 2 Dragobis because you can't play 1 for some reason because it has to flip itself. But Dragobis, I love Dragobis. This is a good card. It's actually come in very much clutch because of the Ritual 3 or the GB3 Ritual Cross, which is for every 4, your front row gains plus 10k. So good. You hit higher numbers than than Morfessa. You hit higher numbers than Morfessa. Morfessa is just a guard restrict. That doesn't get you that much when people have libraries for hands. But this can build you a board plus additional power that you can swing higher than Morfessa. So this has stolen games for me personally.
Can confirm.
I have gone into this and won a game. Because by the time that you go into this, you can do possibly 30k to the front row. It is insane. And people forget about it. Another card people forget about, Phantom Blaster Diablo.
I forgot you ran that.
Right? I went into this today, and if my teammate Ryan did not pull that heal, I would have won the game.
Go ahead, man.
There's nothing much to be said. People forget, and when they don't have the board to retire the 2, I believe, for the cost. Yeah, for retire the 2 because they either committed or you did Dragfall's ability and retired. So they say they had 3 regards. You went to Dragfall, did the drag skill, right? To call with the ritual ability to retire one of your opponent's rear guards. Now they're at 2, right? Or whatever the numbers is. Like, they can't guard from hand. That's pretty much the gimmick is. You can't guard from hand. They can G-guard, sure. But guard from hand, people are gonna be like, oh, nah. Oh, no, I already used my my blitz order? No! Oh my god,
so basically it's a strat that's good against decks that have rear guards that run away.
Yes.
Like Aqua Force.
Absolutely. Then I run 1 Drag Strider. Why? Because it's Drag Strider. I like Drag Strider. I was thinking about unfortunately my teammate Ronald did point this out to me. I should possibly tech him to GB8 because I have gone to GB8 consistently, and in the long run it could benefit me, but it's kind of iffy there. So this is kind of just a placeholder right now, mainly because most decks now in premium run the draw trigger PGs, so they're actually able to PG this because he only has a guard restrict on grade 1s or greater, which is low-key pretty sad.
Nowadays.
Yeah. Back in the day, whoo, boy. But nowadays, now, the Claret Stride. This card is good. This is a good card. So what I used to play was the V Drag Heart and Drag Driver play. But after playing with the Claret, this is so much better. It's so much more consistent, and you're not committing so much from hand to get into either the ritual or to get into like cards in hand, this brings you so much card advantage. My combo play is to go Claret, stride into this, go in stride skill, Karen, call something else, swing with that column, swing with this, call out Ildana, swing with the Karen, swing with Ildana, count plus 1, kill the Karen and something else, and draw 2. That's 5 card hand advantage, where the drag heart play only gave you like a 3 card hand advantage. That's 2 additional cards, not counting any other draw abilities that you do or anything like that. Off of this, plus 2 force markers. What more could you ask for?
Man, Ildana being a grade 1 deck.
Ildana is broken. Now, I run the 1. I love this card. This card is great. He doesn't lose drag checks, and he can nuke opponents' boards. He is good. He's so good. If you don't know what he does, he for a skill to activate, you have to retire 2 for the act. Then your opponent chooses 3 of the rear guards. If they don't retire 3, then he gains the additional red text, which is at the end of the battle that he attacks, you count plus 1, retire 2 more, and then he stands, not losing drive by the way, and then he gains additional plus 10. So he's swinging 36 or 38 both times, not counting triggers. 6 cards in your hand because he doesn't lose drive checks. This is a good card. My boy's back. All I gotta say.
You're right.
Went through heaven and earth into my closet, found him, saved myself so much money. Why is he $70?
Ask Bushiroad.
Now, onto the G. Oh, wait. My apologies. Before I move on. If you don't know why he's back, because the ticket is here. This is 20k shield if you go second. If you just go second, you get 20k free shield. Why would you not play it? Hello?
Because I can't pay for it. We're struggling out here.
Should have kept it from years back.
Oh, yeah, I should have saw into the future.
That's what I did. But onto the G Guardians. Why do I play this? I hate this card. But I play it because on the chance that it works, right? Because it never works. It never works. It never works. Because its skill is on place on Guardian, you reveal the top 5, and then you call all the grade 1 cards that were revealed from them, and then you put the rest in any order on the bottom of your deck. This never works for me. I don't know why. I want it to work because I want an instant ritual 5, right? Because Norakami be taking away my cards from my drop zone into the bind zone. I can't use them no more, so I need to replenish what I lost, you know. But it never works. On the off chance it does work, I'm happy. I don't know how to say her name, and I'm not gonna try. But her, honestly, I'm planning to take her out. I don't really use her. She's kind of here for aesthetics. Because I really want to take her out for another one of him. He's busted. He is so good. They're giving Shao Kahn free cards here. I don't mean...
Free real estate.
Free real estate for real. Because on Place on Guardian, you choose up to 5 grade 1s from your drop, put them on the bottom of the deck in any order, and this unit gains plus 5k shield for every grade 1, or every card you put back. And then you put back 5, you count plus 1, and you choose one of your units that can't be hit for that battle. Like, I can't deck out, and it's additional PG. I need to play another one, because why am I playing this one? The Wall.
Enough said.
That's it. And then, Wall plus 2. Because what he says is, on place, you Soul Blast, and then for every 2 grade 1 cards in your drop, it gains plus 5. So late game, this is a wall. You're not breaking this. OT will break it because OT needs to be banned. But this, wall 2.0. But honestly, that is the deck. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing your deck with us and with the whole YouTube community. Yep, this guy loves Shadow Palace, as y'all can tell.
Yeah. If you have any,
why can't you just play Royals?
is he a wizard? I don't think so.
Fair enough. But yes, you will be catching Nelson, aka the Young Wizard, at Houston Regionals. We're trying to see if you can go to Georgia with us as well.
It's not looking so hot.
But we'll try. But thanks again, guys. Y'all take care. And once again, oh wait, no, I can't. See, I can't even do it.
There we go.